Hello beautiful people, let's get started with today's look. Starting off with skincare, I use Youth to the People's Triple Peptide Cactus Oasis Serum. I feel like it helps add like a nice sticky base for the makeup. And then on top of that, I use Superfood Air Whip Moisturizer Cream, which I feel like adds like a smooth base. They sent it to me in PR, so I'm still figuring out how I feel about it. Then after that, I use e.l.f.'s Power Grip Primer, and on the eyes, Urban Decay Primer Potion in Original. For brows, I'm going to start off with the e.l.f. Brow Lift, and I'm actually going to be using their applicator as well, the Brow Lift applicator. Well, verbatim, that's what it's called. I'm using the spoolie end to comb through my brows. I like to comb them down just to fully saturate the brow with the product, and then I'll comb them up to help shape the brow using a combination of the spoolie and the flat end, the spatula flat end on the other side of this brush. Starting off with my LA Girl Matte Bronzer, this is in Sunset Glow. I'm going to be using this to carve out the inner crease area of my eyelid. Then I'm going to be dipping into the Beauty Bakery Hella Scoops palette, taking the shade in the upper left corner, that brown shade, and I'm going to be using this to carve out the outer portion of the crease and also bringing it onto the outer third of the lid. Next, I'm dipping into that middle vibrant blue shade, and I'm going to be placing that on the lid. I'm using a flat brush to help pack it on and to really get full saturation of that color. And then I'm dipping back into that previous brown shade to help further blend out that blue and to help kind of define the crease a little bit more. After that, I'm grabbing my Danessa Myricks Color Fix Foil. This is in the shade Starship. I'm putting a little bit of it on the back of my hand and using a small angled brush to help carve out the crease. So we're doing like a little bit of a cut crease moment for this look. And I'm just gently tapping the product on. This is actually my first time working with this product, so it was really nice to kind of just see the sparkle that it added and the way it went on. I really liked how like the application went. So after that, we're going to be using Oma Beauty's eyeliner. This is from their Salute to the Sun collection, and this is in the shade Kennet. I'm using it to create a wing, and then after I put the product on, I'm going to use my angled brush, a different one, to help kind of further blur and blend out that area. Then I'm using that bronzer again, the bottom shade, and I'm going to further accentuate and kind of smoke out that wing liner. After that, to clean up my look, I'm grabbing a makeup remover wipe and just cleaning up the edges of the outer eye look. Moving to the face, I'm grabbing my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is in the shade Orange. This was probably the second time I used this product. Before I was using their color correcting stick, and I prefer this one because I feel like it blends out better. The stick, I felt like left like little, if you didn't blend it out enough or if it didn't come out that well, like from the stick onto the face, I feel like it kind of left little spots. I don't know how to describe it, like little bits of product that wouldn't fully blend out. And I feel like the consistency of this one blends out a lot better. And I'm also blending it out with a damp beauty blender. It's damp with water. After that, I'm going in with my KVD translucent setting powder. I'm just going to set those areas where I applied the color corrector. Next, I'm going in with my LA Girl Tinted Foundation, and this is in the shade Walnut. Lately with my foundation, instead of applying it directly on the face, I've been putting it on the back of my hand and applying it to the face to kind of control more of how the coverage goes on and to kind of build it up. I usually don't have an issue with putting on too much product, except for that one time in that one tutorial, if you guys saw it. But yeah, I've been kind of liking doing it that way now. For contour, I'm going in with my Oma Beauty Duo Stick. This is in the shade 3, and I'm applying it to all the areas that I want to contour on my face. For concealer, I'm going in with my NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer. This is in the shade CW7, so this is another new product. I really like the shade. of this concealer, and I feel like you gotta let it sit on the skin for a little to get the best coverage, because I feel like when I applied it and blended it out right away, girl, it disappeared. So this is definitely like a buildable coverage concealer. And yeah, so far I'm still feeling it out, seeing how I like this concealer. Now I'm going with my beauty blender. I'm going to start with blending out the contour first, and then after that I will blend out the concealer. I've let both of the products sit on my skin for probably about 10 minutes before I went in to blend it out. After that, I'm grabbing my Oma Beauty setting powder in honey and my KVD Lock-It translucent powder. I'm using a mix of these to set my concealer. Then to set everywhere else, I'm going in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and this is in the shade Dark Deep. For bronzer, I'm going to be dipping into my LA Girl bronzer once again, and I'm going to use this specifically for my nose contour to help accentuate that area. And for the rest of the face, I'm using Naughty Spice bronzer from Colored Rain. To set, I'm going in with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip setting spray. Again, new product, still figuring it out. It feels quite refreshing on the skin, so, you know, still catching a vibe, but so far I do like this product. For brows, I used the Crayon Case Eyebrow Pomade, and this is in the shade Dark Brown. I did them off camera. Now I'm grabbing my Oma Beauty eyeliner in the same shade as before, Kennet, and I'm focusing this on the outer third of my lower lash line. For mascara, I'm going to be using Oma Beauty's Drama Bomb Mascara. For lashes, I'm going to be going in with Super Baddie Kawaii in the style Just Just. So I'm going to be dipping into Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Flushed Blurring Balm Powder. I'm using the shade Jubilee. I only have a sample, as you guys can see, and I decided to apply this after I had set my face because it does say that it is, I believe it's supposed to be more of like a balm to powder finish, which is in the name, so I decided to apply that on top of the skin. Yeah, I like how it looked. I'm still figuring out in terms of if I would do it as like an underpainting or not, but still catching a vibe for the product. But I like the color and how it turned out. For highlight, I went in with LA Girl Sunkissed Glow, and now you're seeing me apply my lip liner, which is from Oma Beauty, and this is in the shade Simone. With the gloss, I'm going to be using NYX Butter Gloss, and this is in the shade Cinnamon Roll. Here is the completed look. Thank you so much for watching, bless up, and until next time, sending out much peace, love, and enlightenment. Bye guys.